discuss how 3D modeling software and vertical alignment can inspire the next generation of innovators and entrepreneurs. What if everyone were exposed to CAD in a fun way? I hear from parents and teachers all the time, and they say, we want more focus on problem solving and explore product design using modeling technology. However, very few schools are integrating entrepreneurial principles into their curriculum that expose students to 3D technology. 3D technology is everywhere, and it's going into more and more industries. Soon there'll be an even bigger demand and focus on freelance designers. Introduce them to engineering in a totally new way. How many of those students who know little about engineering can easily relate to the suggestion that school can offer them a space to be creative problem solvers and use critical thinking skills to express their original ideas? I taught junior high, so I'm aware of how difficult it can be to encourage students to take their thinking to the next level. Instead of telling them to think like an engineer, I want you to consider saying to them, think like a designer. Tell them the truth that creative problem solving is embedded into the heart of every entrepreneur. How about you tell them to think like an entrepreneur? Now that sounds fun and exciting. For me, that's why I love technology education and learning more about this expanded approach and learning more about how we can have young people embrace early exposure to STEM. In addition to teaching junior high technology, I also taught engineering and robotics classes to high school students. I have observed firsthand heartbreakingly low numbers of 9th grade girls signing up for these classes. And even more disheartening is seeing fewer and fewer of those girls signing up for engineering classes each year. When I ask the girls in these classes, why did you choose this pathway? Typically, the answer is something like this. Well, I have somebody in my family or somebody in my inner circle who is an engineer. Many female students shy away from engineering as soon as they hear the term. As educational institutions increasingly integrate entrepreneurship into their curriculum, allowing early exposure to the design process, I'm curious about the broader impacts this will have on special populations' futures. They are so creative at this age, and we want to give them an opportunity to combine creativity and problem solving while teaching them a viable skill that can lead to an industry-based certification in middle school and high school. And they can go into just about any industry or field they want. It really opens them up to more avenues for success in high school and beyond. For this reason, I want to encourage you to adjust your outreach strategy and see how your CTE enrollment numbers are increased. Early exposure to STEM may increase CTE enrollment as early as middle school. Middle school students will be well on their way to feeling comfortable in the software by this time. It would be even easier if students no longer needed to switch software to experience project-based learning and 3D printing. Think about how many students will feel even more confident by 8th grade, and by this time they might want to consider 3D modeling as a career or a CTE pathway and explore more advanced applications and skills.